Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. My name is Anneke, and today I'm going to make sauerkraut. So I've got myself 3 cabbages. Really, the bigger the better, because you have to remove the outer leaves that are not nice and cut away any blemishes. And the bigger the cabbage, the less you have to remove in proportion. So I weighed those. They were 2.8 kilograms. And you have to put in 10 grams of salt for every kilogram. So I'll later on measure any waste and then we'll see again. But in principle, that's plenty of salt. And it shouldn't be salt because it's not the salt that preserves it. The salt is to draw the moisture out of the cabbage, and it's is it the English word lactic acid? Whatever you get when milk goes sour. That's what transforms this into sauerkraut. I've got myself a big bowl. Big bowl, because I have to knead the cabbage in order to release the juices. And I've got my KitchenAid set up with a slicing blade and a big hole. So yeah, I'm going to cut up the cabbages, put it through the KitchenAid and put it in a bowl, add salt, knead, and put it in a jar. So I've got a big jar here with glass stones to put on top. There you go, that's my setup. Better get going. I have to cut the pieces slightly smaller than I thought I would have to. But this is the first batch that I cut. So yeah, onwards and upwards. I've added the salt and some pepper, black pepper. So I'm going to knead and continue. Salt is about 10 grams per teaspoon, more or less, in case you were wondering. And this is the in-between stage. So I've been kneading this for a bit. Thank goodness I do sports massage, because to make the cabbage yield, that's a challenge. You can use a piece of rock for it if you want to. You want to bruise the cabbage in such a way that it releases the juices. You can use a rock for that, but I've got no rock at hand and I do have 2 hands. So I've been kneading this for a while. I'm going to leave it for a bit, see how much liquid comes out of it. And then I'll be kneading it for a little bit more. Initially you start with the cabbages and you think, yeah, that could fit in a pot. Then you shred it and you go like, it's never gonna fit. And in the end, I think it will fit. It will fit. It will come. It will be fine. Which reminds me, I need to get the wooden stampery thing, because it needs to be really packed tightly in the jar. So I'm going to find that. I know where it is, but yeah. And this is the current end result. So it does fit in a pot. You really want to pack it in, because you don't want to have any air bubbles in there. You just want it to be cabbage and the liquid. So I'm going to leave this for a moment. I will stamp it down a bit more. I will clean it up, and then I think I'll put in a plastic bag of water to weigh it down. I do have glass weights specifically for this purpose. I can put a couple in, but I think a bag with water would suit this better because it's not so full. If it was full, then this makes sense, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get 3, but the bag seems to be the better option at this moment in time. I will let you know. Let me try to show you how much liquid is on here. And that is all from the cabbage. So we're getting there. I have put 3 glass weights on it because the bag I've got is rather small. So yeah, I started out with the weights. So there we go. As I said, the bag is small. You can't really see it, but it doesn't cover it. It can't cover it because it's not big enough. So I need to go to the shop and get myself some good bags that I can use for this, because it needs to be, doesn't need to be covered. No, not it. The vegetables need to be underwater, and in principle they are. There's a couple floating up, but in principle they are underwater. I used filtered water in the bag just in case the bag opens up and it spills into the pot. Why? Because the water from the tap contains chloride, bleach. Anyway, something to kill bacteria, and you want bacteria to change that into sauerkraut. So filtered water it is. And yeah. Why is it in this enormous big pan? Because when it starts fermenting, the liquid level will go up, and if it runs over, you want to catch it because it will make a mess of your counter. So I'll check it tomorrow, of course tomorrow morning and tomorrow lunchtime. I will go away for a couple of days, but this will keep it safe. So there you go. This should be ready in about 6 weeks' time. So I have to keep an eye on it, keep it clean and tidy and all the rest of it. There will be a film on the top of this. Opinions differ whether to take it off. If it doesn't look bad or smell bad, I leave it on because I think of it as a kind of protection. Depending on the temperature, it will be finished in about 6 weeks' time. You can leave it longer. The longer you leave it, the more acidic it gets, the more sour it gets. I like it to be sour, but I don't know if I can wait that long. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's you know, it's not rocket science. It's relatively easy to do. As in, it's quite easy to do. Just make sure that everything is clean. All the surfaces, all the pots, everything needs to be clean, because this has not been heated up and it won't be heated up. So everything needs to be clean, what you work with. And yeah, easy way of preserving food. And in this case, you're making something completely different. And rather than it losing nutrients, it gains a different set of nutrients. So there you go. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, share, so that I can make more of those videos. Takes the process of making sauerkraut doesn't take that long. Making a video out of it and editing and posting that's what takes time. So yeah, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like, subscribe and share. As I said before, thank you for listening, and until next time. Bye.